seems to be a more stronger word. It can't be a neglect, because if one did not want it, there was an option of not putting it. So neglect may be a more stronger word. So nobody has neglected TVET. It was created, and the government is responsible and will make sure that you're comfortable with whatever. First of all, the members of parliament who are here, the leaders of the unions, all the executive and all the members, the petitioners that are here today, the fourth estate, I want to welcome all of you to the Speaker's Chambers and Parliament of Uganda. This parliament is a people-centered parliament. It is your parliament, and where you have any issue regarding whatever is happening in society, we have provided in the rules of procedure under Rule 31 that anybody who is not happy or has an issue to be raised can raise to Parliament, and that is under Rule 31 Rules of Procedure, which allows you to bring petitions to Parliament regarding your plight in society, in your workplace, in whatever you do. And today we are exercising, we are invoking Rule 31 to receive your petition in regard to the unions, the industrial, I don't want to call it a strike, the sit down or whichever that is happening out there amongst the teachers. And as Parliament of Uganda, we are equally concerned on what is happening with the teachers out there. We want to understand what's happening, and we are happy that you have brought a petition. This will enlighten us. But as Parliament of Uganda, I want to promise you that we are going to do whatever it takes to ensure that these issues are resolved, and all the things are revolving around money. And I am happy that you brought this petition before we go into a budgeting time. We are going to refer this petition to the Committee of Education and Sports, together with the Committee of Public Service, for the committee, the joint committee, to look at them, so that the committee will advise us. But we are also going to write to the Minister of Public Service and attach these petitions and ask him to act on the petitions that you presented to us. The problem that I see is that there's a communication gap. There's a communication gap between you people and the Minister of Public Service. What would be hard for you people to walk to the Minister of Public Service and say, this is what is happening to our people? For instance, what TVET is talking about, those are simple things to be corrected. Simple things to be corrected. That could be handled. And one thing I can tell you, the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is one person who loves the welfare of everybody out there. So it wouldn't be of strike. And I can assure you, with this commitment, he is going to make sure that these monies are put in the budget. And I want to assure you that we will have this passed in the Parliament. And the other thing I want to request of you, these are the children that are not studying. I have been to the field, and unfortunately, some people are using this as a campaign tool, and you're encouraging it. How are you encouraging? Because you've not gone back to work. So the other people are saying, yes, now this government has failed. Which government has failed? These are your employers. This government has failed, that's why teachers have gone on to a strike. I want to request of you, as we handle this, and I am happy the member representing you is in SEC now and is in Parliament, that as we start Parliament, even before we start the House, today I'm going to refer this to the committee, and I'm going to call the committee to sit I am going to call the committee to sit and give us a report, and immediately the report is ready, we call the House. But I want to request that you reconsider your decision and first go back and work. We had the same issue with the local government, the LOCs. They have been increased. Their pay has been increased, not salary. Their pay has been increased from 10,000 to 100,000. The LOC 3s, the councillors, the LOC 5s, their pay has been increased. A paper was brought from cabinet to parliament and it was approved, and they are going to start earning from July. Because we cannot tell you that you're going to get money tomorrow, you're going to get increment tomorrow. No, this money must be budgeted for. And we are now going into a budgeting cycle, and this will be included in the budgeting cycle. So I want to request, you are very important people in this country. Everybody appreciates, because you impart knowledge on us, on everybody. I am a teacher too. I am equally a teacher. And I also employ teachers in my schools. In my technical school, in my nursing schools, I do employ them. But I want to request of you, please go back and do the work as we handle this issue. Now you've come to Parliament. There is no way Parliament will let you down. No way. I have given you my commitment, and the commitment that I'm giving you, that is on behalf of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Because there is no way we will be able to commit ourselves here without the President knowing. Whatever we do here, we work together with the executive. So one thing I can assure you, even when I came to address you, the President knows that I am addressing you and I'm receiving your petition, and it's going to be handled. Let's not paralyze the country. Let's go back and work, and this issue will be resolved. It is to our best interest that you are happy, your welfare is good, because you mean a lot to this country. So based on that, and as I've told you, we're in a budgeting cycle. We are going to ensure that we have the figures from the Ministry of Public Service, and those figures must be included in the budget framework paper. And for you to confirm that, when we are handling the budget framework paper, you be here, so that we show you that this is your figure. Are we together? Because we don't want to just talk like politicians, no. You be here so that we show you that here is your figure for the teachers' increment. Once a report has been brought to the House and agreed upon, we will have this done. And I've told you, you have a caring employer, the President, very caring. And this is going to be handled. Unless if you've lost, because it's like you've lost hope in your minister. Don't lose hope in the President, don't lose hope in the Parliament. Because that's the only option you are left with. That's the only option you're left with. So one thing I am committing to you, that once this report is out, we'll debate this report, and we'll ensure the figure that it will be agreed upon will be put in the budget. And the budget framework paper will be coming to Parliament in November. And as I've said, for you to confirm, you will come and be part of the system or part of the proceedings in the committee of public service to ensure that your monies are there. Any question? Ms. Okello? The General.
Right, Honorable Speaker, first of all, I would like to thank you.
Learners, because we are teachers and at the same time we are parents. And nobody in this country knows what the learners go through better than the teacher. Speaker, we have always seen Parliament convening on matters of national importance. We are talking about a delicate situation, about the learners of this country who are innocent and are not part of this. May I request, if it is in good faith, that the committee sits and then we get to know what is there for the teachers, so that the teachers can go back to class and go and conduct and manage the exams when they are sure of what exactly to look for and give them to address the current disparity. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Baguma. I thought when I was starting my statement, I said I am going to call the committee to have a sitting. The committee is not going to sit for 5 minutes and make a decision. The committee will need to interact with the petitioners, will need to interact with the government, will need to interact with even the MPs of workers. It is not something that you're going to do in a day. That's not how committees work. And we understand this is a matter of national importance. That's why you've seen me here. We are on recess. I wouldn't have come here if I did not consider this a matter of national importance. And as I've said, as the committee is sitting, I am also going to write directly, because there are two ways that we handle petitions. If it is a matter of national importance, we write direct to the minister responsible. That is one way. The second one is sending into the committee responsible. And I am saying we are going to do both. Today I will write to the minister as the committee sits. You cannot start saying until the committee sits, presents a report to Parliament, and then that is when you can make a decision. Then you did not come here in good faith. If you fail with here, then you will have failed with everywhere. You will not be representing the workers out there well. We have made a commitment that this money will be on the budget. And if the budget, we have made that commitment, what other commitment do you want government to make? What?
I think...
No. Let me sort that. Going to be handled. This issue has reached Parliament. Parliament is responsible for appropriation. And we are going to make sure we appropriate money for the teachers. And we are going also to bring in the Salary Review Commission that can be able to harmonize the issue of salaries in this country. We need harmonization of salaries, because we cannot have somebody getting 87 million, then this one is getting 10, this one is getting 1. No, let's have harmonization. Even you who is getting more, if they did not remove commission, let it be. Because we must have a commission that reviews everybody's salary. That must be done. And you are going to write to the minister and ask him to make sure that we constitute a commission to do that. But that is in a long term. But in the immediate term, we are going to have this issue resolved. But I am still pleading to you, go back and tell our people out there to go back to classes, to go back and work. Not classes alone, but also to go back and work. I want my CDO the same way. I want you people to go back and work. This is a thing that will be solved. You don't need to cause a paralysis in the country.
I think
because this thing will be solved. Just know that you've reached to a parliament where you have all your representatives. Yes.
Right, Honourable Speaker.
No.
feel that
kind
it's
the
being
feedback
heard.
stop being heard.
No.
Let's proceed with the percentages we have
You are
put
the one
in.
misguiding our teachers. No. I'm not giving you a microphone. You're being heard. We have told you. You are the one who requested me that you want to meet me, and now you're becoming heard. You don't. You're speaking. I think there's a problem.
No.
Yes, the press out there. We have received 3 petitions, and these petitions is basically on the issues of salary discrepancies and discrimination, as they say. But as the Parliament of Uganda, invoking Rule 31, we are going to look at these petitions and handle them appropriately. A report will be brought to the House. We are also going to make sure that we communicate to the relevant ministries in regard to this, and we are equally going to communicate to the President on these petitions, forward these petitions to the President so that we can be able to work together. Parliament together, we have these things resolved. I am also requesting that the workers out there, please go and do the work. Go and work for this country, for your people. Don't cause paralysis. We are going to have these issues resolved. In the circumstance that even if the money comes late, you will always be paid your arrears. You will always be paid your arrears, but leave us to do the work and make sure that you get your money paid. I want to thank all of you for coming and bringing the house where your representatives are. We are going to ensure this issue is disposed of once for all. I want to thank all of you. Can I now have the petitions?